Hey there, guys. Joe Maben here. Now, today's the Oscars. I know that other YouTubers have done their Oscar predictions before the day of the Oscars, but I'm not like other YouTubers because they're good. No, no, they are. Amateur. But I'm doing. I've never done an Oscar predictions video beforehand ever on this channel. Anytime any Oscar time came out, but like I decided I wanted to do it because like the nominees this year are really good. They are surprisingly really good. Better than most years in my opinion. And I want to say my last minute opinions on what is going to happen and who's gonna win and take home the Oscar tonight. Which, by the way, I won't be able to watch the Oscars live because I have to work today. I love my job. I work in a movie theater. How ironic. While awards being given to certain movies are given out, I'm meanwhile going to tear tickets for people seeing other movies. But no, I love my job. But I did record it, so when I get home after work, which will be at 8:30, right, a half an hour later after the Oscars are over, I recorded, so when I get home, I'll be able to watch it. But still, before then, I decided that I'm going to quickly send out this video of me sending out my predictions of what will win and what I want to win. Side note, beforehand though, months ago, I joined this app called Stardust, and since this video is all relating to movies and such, that's a perfect segue to this app called Stardust. And this is an app where you can share your thoughts on a movie, TV episode, or movie or TV trailer, and you can use in the app film your 30-second reaction on that social media, and you can share your thoughts on it. And after those 30 seconds are up, you get to stop it and you get to share publicly with other fans of movies, TV shows, or trailers of those things. And you can express your thoughts and share with them, and you can share to Twitter and Facebook and other such things. So you can join the app now if you want, Stardust app. And I have my own account that you can see a bunch of reactions to. Username mine being JoeMM. But yeah, little side note because it's such a great app, and I've been meaning to tell you guys about it. And yeah, you should join the app. It's a cool app. Anyway, now let's get to the video. Last minute, spontaneous advertisement, sponsorship. Anyway, so now I'm on IMDb right now, so. This is a very crummy way of doing a very unprofessional way of sharing my predictions. But I'm on my IMDb right now, where they list so far all the nominees for tonight. And I'm gonna be scrolling from the bottom up to the top and sharing what two categories. One what I think will probably win, and one that what I want to win in each nomination. Side note though, truthfully, I haven't seen all the films nominated, just only a few. And that might be very on the sense of me being biased of how I'm going to choose the ones that I want to win, even though I haven't seen all of them, which I should in order to judge them all. But the ones that I haven't seen, I'm going to judge of what other people have said about that's a bad way to do it. But I mean, I'm in college, so I don't have time to watch a bunch of all these movies. Sadly, I wish I could. After the Oscars, which is tonight, I will get a chance to watch all of them. But as we go along, I'll of course mention the ones that I have seen, the ones that I haven't. So I'm sorry, this won't be an honest. I went through a properly judged ranking of who I think will win, but still my prediction, since I love talking about movies I haven't seen yet. But I'll judge the ones that I haven't seen yet. I'll judge on who I think will win through what other people have told me about those movies. I've been trailing on. That's why all my videos are long, because of me. I'm the reason. The only reason, really. But yeah, I'll shut up now, and I'll get to the nominees and my predictions of who I think will win and who I want to win. Now, from the bottom here, the first nomination, first category, is Best Achievement in Production Design. And the nominees for those are Beauty and the Beast, Darkest Hour, Shape of Water, Blade Runner 2049, Dunkirk. Now, the movies that I have seen in that category are Beauty and the Beast, Blade Runner 2049, and Dunkirk. I haven't seen Shape of Water or Darkest Hour. I hear people say that's just okay. But I have heard a lot of great things about Shape of Water, and production design is one of them. I've seen a great number of Guillermo del Toro's films, and one of the best things about his movies is the production. They're so beautiful. And so I think that The Shape of Water has that going for them. I don't know what it looks like, but I know that people have said that it's a very, very beautiful looking film. And I've seen other people who made predictions saying that Shape of Water will win. So it has that going for it. But while personally I think that Being the Beast was just an okay film, one of the best things that I did enjoy about it was its production. Its production was very, very well done. Some scenes I think were so overblown, too much in my mind with its production. The rest of the movie, but it's one of the good things about it was its production. So if Beauty and the Beast did win, which I think it has, if it was going to win any award, it might be that. I wouldn't mind, because I feel like it'd be well warranted. But I also love the production design of Blade Runner 2049. But while the production was beautiful and stunningly gorgeous, I think the more technical nominations for it regarding its technical side might be more in its favor. Because like I feel like I love more the movie itself and its technical side, like cinematography and visual effects, which we'll get to soon. I feel like I love that more about the movie more. And Dunkirk, I think the cinematography is a lot better. I mean, like, the production design was good, but it was a beach. The beach, it looked like a beach, but it was just a beach in Dunkirk. In Darkest Hour, it's a period piece, and period pieces should have great production design and make it look like the time period of what's depicting. But yeah, yeah, first, what I think will win, from what a lot of people are saying, I think it's going to be Shape of Water. Me, like, just to, well, then I'd have to say Academy Award winning Beauty and the Beast, like we have to do now with Suicide Squad. But it's a fine movie, Beauty and the Beast. What I think will win will be Shape of Water, from the way people are talking about it and they're praising it, and they're saying like that's gonna be probably one of the awards that it's a definite must that it probably will win. So I think what will win will be Shape of Water. Yeah, because like one of the things I did like about the movie was its production design. So you know what? Yeah, people are saying that, and I have looked at some stills from Shape of Water. So I'm also gonna say what I want to win is Shape of Water, because I love Guillermo del Toro, and I think like his movies deserve a great number of awards that it can possibly have. Now for the next category of nominations is Best Animated Feature. This one, what they nominate, I have mixed feelings about. I'll tell you why soon. And the nominees for that are Coco, Loving Vincent, The Breadwinner, Ferdinand, and The Boss Baby. I haven't seen Ferdinand or The Boss Baby, but Lego Batman movie was, I mean, like, maybe it wasn't warranted great Oscar material nomination. Lego movie was more of that, but like, still, I enjoyed Lego Batman movie, and that I feel like was more deserving than Boss Baby. Ferdinand I can sort of understand, but Boss Baby, I hear people say, like, it wasn't as bad as anyone thought, but still, Oscar material? No. Even for nomination, no. But yeah, I feel like we'd be in the Twilight Zone if, for some odd reason, like horrible reason, Boss Baby won, or Ferdinand, and for that matter. But yeah, scrapping those two. I haven't seen Loving Vincent. I just watched The Breadwinner, which is on Netflix. You can watch now. And The Breadwinner is so powerful. It's very emotional. So if you don't like crying in movies, be warned. You definitely will. But Breadwinner is so good. It was made by the makers of who made one of my favorite animated films and one of my favorite films, Song of the Sea. And yeah, The Breadwinner is astounding. I hear that Loving Vincent is a great experience film, an experience making film. And I need to see it, but I hear it's really, really good. Coco, though, it not only does it have beautiful animation, spectacular animation, but the story's really good. The characters are good. The music's good. It has everything that I wanted to film. As much as I love Breadwinner, it's gonna go to Coco. It's gonna go to Coco. For one thing, it's Pixar, and it's just, yeah, it seems like just a better film. If Loving Vincent though won, I haven't seen it, but like from what people are saying about it and how much I want to see it, I wouldn't be mad. Or The Breadwinner. I think The Breadwinner, if it won, that'd be a very pleasant surprise. But if we're talking realistically, it's gonna be Coco, and I think rightfully so. I feel like it's the better movie, even though I haven't seen Loving Vincent. But Coco, I think, is the most deserving, and I think it's the definite of what will win. So that's what I think will win and what I want to win. Coco for that category. Ugh. Okay. Best foreign language film of the year for this category. I've not seen any of these. But they're A Fantastic Woman, On Body and Soul, The Square, Loveless, The Insult. I haven't seen any of these, and I've heard some things about A Fantastic Woman. So, and people have seen it and talked about it. They said they really, really enjoyed it. So I'll pick that. That's what I think is going to win. Any of them could win since I haven't heard anything and I haven't seen any of them. But I'm just going to say what I think will win. Fantastic Woman. That's my prediction. A Fantastic Woman. Just balls out, you know. And I want to win, sure. Even though I haven't seen any of them, but that's what I want to win. But next category. Again, if they put Jim and Andy, The Great Beyond on for Best Documentary Feature, that I pick as the one I want to win, because that's the one documentary I saw last year. But the actual nominees, though, are Abacus, Small Enough to Jail, Icarus, Strong Island, Faces, Places, Last Men in Alpo. I haven't seen either of these. It's another category. I haven't seen any of the nominees at all, so I'm sorry, I gotta skip them. It's not fair to judge a category if I haven't seen any of them. So, respect to those films. If any of you win, rightfully so. Great for you. I'm sorry I haven't seen any of you. I will later on. Out of the Oscars. Next category, Best Documentary Short Subject. I haven't seen any of these. But they are Edith and Eddie, plus Eddie, Heroin with the Prince Season E, Traffic Stop, Knife Skills, Heaven is a Traffic Jam on the 40s, 405. Great award for great unique title for that one. I haven't seen any of these. I'm gonna skip this one because it's not fair that if I have seen none of them. If I've seen some of them, then okay. But if I've seen none of them, and it's not for me to judge on some movies I don't know nothing about. So skip them. If any of you win, great, amazing for you. I haven't seen it's these nominees. I want to see more foreign language films because I love foreign language films. That's why I love Song of the Sea and I love The Breadwinner. But Best Live Action Short Film, DeKalb Elementaries, one of the nominees. The other nominees, the 11 O'Clock, What You Wrote, All of Us, My Nephew Emmett, and The Silent Child. Okay, the one that I have heard a great number about is The 11 Clock. I have heard a lot of people say that that's a really, really good film. That's what I think will win. I don't know. I'm just like sparing out the only one that I heard a lot about. I want to see in time. That's work at 4. Yeah, it's only 11:42. Perfect. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I call myself a movie lover and I don't watch enough films. But yeah, I'll say 11 O'clock will win based solely on how much I hear about it. So, but I hope any of you, whoever wins that category, again, I wish the best to you. Best animated short film. Okay, this I can talk about. I haven't seen all of them. Basically, I've only seen one. But I've heard a good number about some of these. Now, the nominees for Best Animated Short Film are Dear Basketball, which was made by Kobe Bryant, which I find very interesting. A basketball player made an Oscar-nominated film. I think that's, makes it open for anyone the opportunity to be nominated for an award, which is great. The only one nominee that I've seen in this category is Lou, a Pixar short. Other nominees: Revolting Rhymes Part 1, this is Part 2 soon. Garden Party, which I've also heard a lot about. Negative Space. So yeah, the only 3 that I've heard a lot about is Dear Basketball, Garden Party, and the only one I've seen being Lou. I've seen Lou. Lou is very, very good. It's very powerful. It's talks about bullying, and it's a very, very smart short, and it's made by Pixar. So all of them are really, I'm sure, are very, very excellent and very, very good. But it's Pixar. I feel like it's a very, very important film, short film, and if it won, I'd be happy for it. And it's Pixar, so yeah, I think it's gonna win because it's Pixar. They usually track record for always winning, so I think it's gonna be Lou. With respect to all you other nominees, I will watch you, but that's who I think is gonna win, and that's who I kind of want to win. Lou. Now for next category, Best Achievement in Music Written for Motion Picture. So original score, best original score. Now the nominees for that are Dunkirk, which I have seen, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, which I have definitely seen, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I have not seen. I want to see. I heard a lot about it. Phantom Thread, I have not seen, but I want to see. And The Shape of Water, which, as you know, I have not seen. So yeah, the only ones that I have seen out of this category are Dunkirk and Star Wars: The Last Jedi. What I personally, from the 2 that I've seen, it's very biased and selfish, but what I want to win is Star Wars: The Last Jedi, because I love the score in The Last Jedi, and I love John Williams, and his score is so unique. And yeah, unlike The Force Awakens, this had new pieces of music, and very original, and very, very beautiful sounding, and I really, really enjoyed it. But a lot of people tell me that, like, Shape of Water, like, the score is phenomenal. It's so beautiful, and people are saying that, like, that's a definite of what's gonna win. So yeah, from what I've been told and been hearing the most buzz about that being Shape of Water, it's a definite that I think what I think will win is going to be Shape of Water, but what I want to win is Star Wars: The Last Jedi score for John Williams. Yeah. So now the next, the next Best Achievement in Music Written for Motion Picture Original Song. The first nominee is for this category is Call Me by Your Name, Mystery of Love, by created by Sufjan. I'm sorry, I'll mispronounce your name. Sufjan Stevens. Next nominee, Marshall, made by Common, Diane Warren for Stand Up for Something. And for a movie that I have seen, since I haven't seen Marshall or Call Me by Your Name. The other nominee is for The Greatest Showman, made by for This Is Me. It was conducted by Benj Pazik and mispronounced your name, I'm sorry, and Justin Paul. I haven't seen that. And the next nominee is for Coco for the song "Remember Me," made by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez. Oh, I think they're married. Oh. And the next nominee, last nominee for that category is Mudbound for the song "Mighty River," made by Raphael Sadiq. No, I mispronounced the name. I'm so sorry. Respect to you. Mary J. Blige and Tara Stinson. Gotcha. Oh, I can't. Okay. Oh, 20 minutes. Oh, that's okay. It's going to be long. This is going to be a long video, but... Anyway, so those are nominees for that. I've only seen The Greatest Showman and Coco and heard the songs for that. I have seen... Yeah, This Is Me. I've heard a great number of times, and it's an important song. It's the movie's main key song, This Is Me. And it's a really, really good song, and it's powerful, and I love the message, and it's like accept who you are and love who you are, and if anyone doesn't love who you are, then like that's their problem, but love yourself because this is me, that's you. I love that message. I think it's a message that more of us need to understand and learn. So if it won, I wouldn't be angry. I would be happy about it because it is a good song. I don't love the movie. I think it's a good movie with one of the best parts being the songs, and this is a good song. But I want Remember Me to win. I'm sorry. I just really, really want Remember Me to win from Coco. Because, I mean, like, I don't know. But while This Is Me is a powerful and important song, I think there's a lot more, though, to Remember Me. Remember Me is just... It adds so much flavor, and it cements itself so much more to the movie. And it doesn't just feel like... it's a hard one. I know, like, a lot more people are saying, like, oh, yeah, This Is Me is going to win. And in terms of what I think will win, it's going to be This Is Me. But I so personally want Remember Me to win, though, because it's part of the reason that made the movie Coco for me. Because it's just so good, and it's just... I mean, I feel like it's so much more clever, and... Yeah, what I think will win, it's going to be This Is Me, but what I want to win, selfishly, is Remember Me. This Is Me is still a good song, but I still want Remember Me to win, but it won't. It won't. At least Coco is going to win Best Handmade Feature. I know that, but I still want it to win also Best Song. It won't, though, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Next category. Best Achievement in Makeup and Hairstyling. I haven't seen either of those either. Nominees are Dark Tower, Wonder, which I really want to see, and Victoria and Abdul. I've heard a lot of good things about Victoria and Abdul. But I mean, like, it's, along with Gary Oldman, it's one of the main attractions that I hear, is the film's most great selling point. And I think it is part of the reason why Gary Oldman, besides just his performance of why he was nominated for Best Actor, because of the makeup and hairstyling given on him, because it was such a transformative role that he did. So I feel like for that aspect, the Oscars, they do like themselves transformations in roles, and the makeup did that for Gary Oldman in Dark Tower. So I think what I think will win will be Dark Tower. And yeah, it looks impressive. He does not look like the same person. I mean, I do though love, I think, like, looks impressive is the makeup on Jacob Tremblay in Wonder. But yeah, Gary Oldman, he does not look like himself. So what I think will win is going to be Dark Tower, and what I do think is impressive myself, and what I want to win this to award to such a great job to great makeup and hairstylers. I also want Dark Tower to get it, because, I mean, like, I've heard the movie's kind of split, but I hear one of the things that everyone can agree on is the makeup in the movie is really, really good. Now, next nominee. Oh, hey, this is a category where I've seen all the movies. Hey, you won't see that a lot in this video. And the rest of the categories, but this is not the nominee for Best Achievement in Visual Effects. The nominees for that are Blade Runner 2049, and next nominee, Kong Skull Island, War for the Planet of the Apes, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, woo, I got a nomination, yay Marvel, and Star Wars The Last Jedi, ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, all the visual effects in these movies are amazing, they're astounding, all deserving, minus a little Kong Skull Island. I mean, like, I think that Thor Ragnarok should have also been nominated. That's just me. I think the visual effects in Thor Ragnarok were incredible. I know that means 2 Marvel movies, but Marvel knows how to do visual effects sometimes. Black Panther, you could have improved a little your visual effects, but just not. But so I understand why they won 1 too. But besides that, like, for the most part, I'd argue besides Kong Skull Island, the visual effects in each of these movies are really, really good. Let me start with Blade Runner 2049. The visual effects are astounding, but I feel like the effects in Blade Runner 2049 are more impressive through cinematography. So I think, like, it's more deserving of best cinematography, but the visual effects are very pleasing. But I feel like what I more focused on and enjoyed more was the way it was more shot than its visual effects, because it is pleasing. But the other nominees, I feel like more deserving. Next one, Kong Skull Island. I kind of said my piece on Kong Skull Island. Yeah, Kong looks impressive, but I mean, like, it wasn't. I mean, there's much more to the other movies besides just one figure and some other creatures in a movie like Kong Skull Island has. There's a lot more to each of these other nominees that they have going for themselves. And yeah, Kong Skull Island, that's kind of, I feel like, is, in my mind, is the dud in this category. But anyway, the next nominee, War for the Planet of the Apes. I personally want this movie to win it. I love the movie so much, and it's my top 5 favorite movies of 2017. And I wanted it to be nominated. It would not have. I wish it was nominated for more awards, the Oscars. It's not. So I'm at least happy that it's nominated for something, even though Andy Serkis should be nominated for Best Actor. But at least nominated for this, rightfully so. And I think it rightfully should be. It should win for Best Visual Effects, because, like, look behind the scenes for War for the Planet of the Apes, and I mean, like, if you thought it was impressive what they did with the visual effects for Dawn Planet of the Apes and Rise Planet of the Apes, this is their magnum opus in this trilogy. It's the apes look so photorealistic, and I give props to Andy Serkis and his team of what they did on this movie. And I feel like it would, if you're not gonna give Andy Serkis his Oscar anytime soon, at least give the visual effects that that was put onto him and all the other actors that acted as the apes, to reward them, because by God, they deserve it. They deserve it. This is next level stuff that's featured in this movie. They deserve this award. I say give them this award. This is a category that I am passionate about, that I want to win. And honestly, this is a category, if War for the Planet of the Apes doesn't win, I'm going to be a little upset. I'll be fine, but part of me is going to feel a little upset in terms of this category. Let me move on to other nominations. The other one, with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, it's a very, very so stunning movie, and how colorful it is, and it makes me happy, and I love Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's not going to win, because I feel like what I think is more impressive is the color color grading. The director of color, I think it's called. I feel like that should be awarded, but they don't have a nomination for that. But the visual effects, it has a reason for being there because it looks stunning. The colors pop out and they look like they fit right in for the movie. I don't think it will win. If it wins, amazing. But it probably won't. Next nominee, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. It's a Star Wars movie. It's a pretty gross. But it was there for the time. But no excuse. But the visual effects are phenomenal, and I would not be angry if this did win the award, because like rightfully so, and plus it would give Star Wars its first Oscar. So if it wins, I'd be happy for that. I'd still be mad if War for the Planet of the Apes doesn't win though. I really, really wanted for it to win. But I'm hearing a lot of people say that like Blade Runner 2049, just like Mad Max Fury Road, it's gonna either Blade Runner 2049, yeah, all the things that Blade Runner 2049 is nominated for, it's gonna win all its nominations. So yeah, because that, I think it has a higher chance of winning this category, which is fine. But what I want to win is War for the Planet of the Apes. I feel like it's much more deserving, and I want it to win because it's. I just wanted to win an Oscar because it's such a triumph of a film, and I wanted to win something. And if it was gonna win anything, if not for an award for Andy Serkis, I at least think it should be it should win for Best Visual Effects. It probably won't, but I want it to, and I'm really upset that it's not going to. It could, but no, it's not, and I'm sad. But oh well. Moving on. Next category is Best Achievement in Sound Editing. Yeah, okay, so the nominees for that are Baby Driver, Dunkirk, Shape of Water, Blade Runner 2049, and Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Woo! Star Wars gets another nomination! Woo! The only movie in this category that I haven't seen as well is Shape of Water. Darn me, I want to see it so badly, I swear. But the rest of the nominees I have seen. This, I feel like if it's going to win anything, I think it's going to be Baby Driver. Part of me thinks that, like, people are saying that Shape of Water could pull a Mad Max Fury Road and sweep, like Mad Max, all the awards. It could win the most awards. But I think if Baby Driver has a chance for anything, it's this. And if you didn't know this, Baby Driver is my favorite movie of 2017. It's my #1 favorite movie ever. Because it had everything I want in a movie. And one of the greatest things about it is its editing. The editing in it, I feel like, I love everything about the movie is perfect, but the 100% perfect thing about the movie is its editing. The editing is Oscar worthy. It's like next level and so impressive, and I believe that it deserves this award. When it comes to Dunkirk, the editing's good, like on the way like Nolan like did the like different time zones thing is impressive. A lot of people didn't like that, but I think it's impressive, so I think like it's worthy of having a spot on this category. If it wins in that regard, I wouldn't mind it. I feel like anytime Nolan makes a movie of his, it's gonna be nominated for Best Editing. It is, because he knows how to make films with good editing. He does. Shape of Water, I'm hearing nothing but great things about it, and editing is one of them. And it could sweep this nomination. And if it does, okay. Blade Runner 2049. A lot of people are saying again, for the awards that Blade Runner 2049 is nominated for, it should win everything it's nominated for. And if it does, okay, yeah, it's a masterpiece of a film, and yeah, the editing is good. And if it won, I wouldn't mind. I would more be okay if Blade Runner 2049 won this one rather than visual effects. I don't want it to win visual effects. If it does, great, but War for the Planet. I'm past that one now. I just can't. I want War for the Planet of the Apes to win visual effects. And the last one, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Again, I don't think this. I think as much as I did enjoy Star Wars: The Last Jedi, One of the flaws I saw in it was its some pacing issues. And I feel like editing is a part of that, and I feel like I'm happy that like this movie got so many nominations, but I think it's not gonna win this. It's the one you scratch off on your test. Like, it's like, no, it can't be this answer, and it's not gonna be Star Wars Last Jedi. I don't know. But now I'm at 35 minutes. I ramble. But anyway, so many people say though that Shape of Water is gonna sweep all the technical awards, if not Best Picture. And yeah, so since I'm hearing so much about that, I feel like it's a toss-up between Shape of Water, Baby Driver, and Blade Runner 2049. It's between those three. I feel like it's those three heavyweights. I think Shape of Water will get it because people are saying that it could sweep the most awards, and this could be one of them. I want Baby Driver to win it. That's what I want to win. But if I had to choose, I think what will win is The Shape of Water, because people are saying it's going to sweep it all. But what I want is Baby Driver, because I wanted to at least win one. And if it was going to win anything, I think it's deserving of that award. Next one. Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. That was sound editing. And I'm so sorry. That was sound editing. My mistake. That was sound editing. And yeah, the soundtrack was very, very good. And yeah, perfect. Next one. This is Best Achievement in Film Editing. And wow, yeah, this one minus 2 differences. It's kind of the same thing. This nomination, rightfully so, also has film editing. Last one. Now that I know which is which, my placing isn't changed. But film editing, Baby Driver, rightfully so. I, Tonya, I haven't seen that. I hear it's surprisingly really, really good, so I'm gonna want to see that. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. This is the movie I know the least about when it comes to these mainstream underground indie Oscar films. I know the least about that one, but I hear it's good. But I don't know how great its editing was. Not a lot of people I've heard talked about its film editing, so it could shock me, and it could be the one that wins it, even without my knowledge on it. It's like, well, I guess it was really, really good, but we'll see. Dunkirk, again, different time zones, impressive. I wouldn't be shocked if it won. Lee Smith is a great editor, and yeah, and the next nominee for his category is Shape of Water, of course. Like the last category with sound editing, I feel like people are saying it's going to sweep the most awards, so I think Shape of Water. But like the last one, the editing, everything about the editing in Baby Driver was just phenomenal. It's one of my favorite. It's one of the best edited films I've ever seen. But that's just because it's an Edgar Wright film. So what I want to win, again, goes to Baby Driver. So if Baby Driver wins either film editing or best sound editing, if it wins either one, rightfully so. If it wins any award, I want it to be either of those two. And I think those are the only two that it's nominated for. Next one. Ooh, okay. Oh, wait, no, it's nominated for a third one. Here. Look at that. Best Achievement in Sound Mixing is this next one. And the nominees are Baby Driver, Dunkirk, The Shape of Water, Blade Runner 2049, and Star Wars Last Jedi. I gotta speed it up because it's going too long. But hey, there's a lot of movies nominated. Sound mixing, as I feel like the sound mixing was very, very good in Baby Driver, but yeah, I feel like in mixing the sound that was mixed in Blade Runner 2049 was too good. It was like perfect. So, and The Last Jedi, Star Wars, like lightsabers, swings like and like very impressive. But Star Wars is always great about that. Even in the prequels, the sound mixing was pretty good in there. Yeah, but it's a Star Wars movie. Professionals doing that. And Dunkirk, yeah, sound mix. All these movies are well, I don't know Shape of Water, but I hear sound mixing is really good. That movie's just a perfect movie. Everything's great about it. So if any of these won, I'd be happy. With Baby Driver, like again, that wasn't the best thing. It was the sound mixing was good, but it wasn't the best thing about it. So if it didn't win with this, I'd understand. I'd want it rather to win editing. But if it won sound mixing, that's still good. At least it wins an Oscar. Ah! And I want to win one Oscar at least. But since sweeping the Oscars, I think it's gonna be Shape of Water. The way people are talking about it, saying it's gonna win the most awards, and from the look of it, I believe it. But what I want to win with the from the 4 that I saw in this category, I think Blade Runner 2049 had the best sound mixing. It stood out to me the most in terms of sound mixing. Next one. Okay, now best achievement in costume design. Oh boy, I've only seen one of these. That one, of course, being Beauty and the Beast. Rightfully so, costuming was very, very good. One of the things that I did think was impressive about the movie. Phantom Thread, Victoria and Abdul. I have not heard anything about that. Well, some things was just people saying I liked it. That's it. But I haven't seen the movie itself or seen any trailers for it. Other nominees for this: Dark Tower, Shape of Water. All these, I'm looking at the poster for Victoria and Abdul, and yeah, those look like some pretty good costumes on the 2 main characters. They look pretty legit. To quit or to not quit at all because they're pretty good. I guess what time it is. Oh, 12. Yeah. But yeah, all of them look deservedly so. But Phantom Thread's about costuming. So even though I haven't seen the movie, I can expect that a movie about making outfits is gonna have great costuming. So I mean, like, if Phantom Thread's gonna win anything, it makes sense that this is the nominee that is gonna win it. But I wouldn't be shocked if Beauty and the Beast did win this one, or really any of them. Like, they all seem worthy. Darkest Hour, I think its makeup and hairstyling looks more impressive than its costuming. It's a period piece, so of course it's nominated, but I don't know. I think this one's going to Phantom Thread, but it could, because people are saying it could sweep it. I'm trailing on, but like, I think Shape of Water could also get this one, but I think what I think is going to win is Phantom Thread, but what I want to win is same thing, Phantom Thread. I'm speeding up because I'm almost to 50 minutes, almost to a whole hour, and I don't want to do that, so, yeah. But I'll still have time to talk about this. Next category is Best Achievement in Cinematography. Okay, here we go. Again, I've only seen 2 of these nominees. One of them being Blade Runner 2049, Dunkirk, Shape of Water, Darkest Hour, and Mudbound. I've also seen Sicario and some of Roger Deakins' other movies that he's done cinematography. He is like has made one of the greatest. He is like a pioneer of for cinematography. If you ask someone to name on the top of their head cinematographer, Roger Deakins is probably the first one that maybe like an average moviegoer, but like what many people would come up with, because he's so iconic, because he's made some of the most iconic and memorable, astounding masterpiece of cinematography ever in a lot of movies that we love. And I feel like his cinematography in Blade Runner 2049, besides just being a masterpiece of a film, the cinematography is part of the reason that the film is a masterpiece. It's in part of that. And I don't think it should go to him. It needs to go to him. Do a whole The Departed throw around, just like, hey, let's just give him an award. If you're gonna throw an award to someone, make it this for cinematography to Roger Deakins for Blade Runner 2049. If Blade Runner 2049 won anything, it has to be this movie. It has to. It's probably gonna be Shape of Water because people are talking about it the most. So I think it's gonna win that, but do it for the man. The man deserves it. If not for Blade Runner 2049, then what film? Do you want him to like depict the film of like Christ coming down for the second coming at all? To make shoot the filming of that at all for a movie? Is that what it'll take? Do you want him to actually make a film about just like a shooting of a live Oscars? Is that what it will take to finally get him an Oscar for doing cinematography? Give it to him. I'm not gonna. Yeah, what I want to win is Blade Runner 2049. But what I think might win instead is Shape of Water. Dunkirk was good, and the cinematography was good. I love Christopher Nolan's cinematography in all his films, but it's got to go to Blade Runner 2049. It's just gotta. And next one, we're going into the top ones now. is this category is Best Adapted Screenplay. I've seen two of these. First nominee is Call Me by Your Name, which I definitely need to see. I haven't seen it, but people say this is a very, very beautifully told, beautifully written. The dialogue is so beautiful, and it's the best dialogue in it. So I need to see it, but I hear it's really, really beautiful. Molly's Game, I have not seen that. I haven't really heard anything about it, but like Aaron Sorkin is one of the best, along with Charlie Kaufman. Is one of the best screenwriters this millennium. And Disaster Artist, which I'm so happy is nominated. If it doesn't win, that's fine, but I'm just happy that it's nominated for something. And adapted screenplay is very deserving. So Greg got nominated for an Oscar. And this one I'm really happy for. And it's only sadly, it's only nomination, Logan. But yeah, the screenplay was very, very good. I wish it got nominated for Best Picture so we can have a 10th spot, but... And Mudbound, which I haven't seen, but I hear it's really, really good. And it's a Netflix original, so yeah, Netflix original is getting a great number of Oscars. So, yay! Oscars, you're learning your lesson, accepting Netflix and streaming services. That's good. All films are open. Good. Now, yeah, from what I heard, people describe the movie as Call Me By Your Name. People are saying that's definitely going to win it. They're saying that this is... If it's not going to win Best Picture, people are saying that it could take this spot at least. And so yeah, what I think is going to win is Call Me By Your Name, and the way people describe it, it sounds very, very beautiful, and it sounds groundbreaking and like phenomenal. So that's the one I want to win. I love Logan is my top 5 favorite movies of last year, but I feel like from the looks of it, people love this screenplay from this movie too much, where plain. Next category, all right. Now this one might be one of my favorite nominees because I think this nomination, the nominees that they put for this category is just perfect. But for Best Original Screenplay is Get Out, The Big Sick, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Lady Bird, and Shape of Water. I've only seen 3 of those movies, Get Out, Big Sick, and Lady Bird. Get Out, I've never seen a movie like this. Get Out is like, it's nothing like I've ever seen before. It's so unique. It's one of the most unique films I've ever seen. It's so clever. Everything about this movie is so clever. Everything was layered out, and it was just perfect. The Big Sick, it was just such a charming movie. I wish it was also nominated for Best Picture, but I can see why it's definitely deserving of Best Original Screenplay because the dialogue is hilarious and very charming and very sweet and very touching, but very unique. I'm not just like Get Out, more so with Get Out, but with Big Sick, I've never seen a romantic comedy told like this before, and it was very well nourished and like well deserving of this nomination. But I don't think it'll win. If it does, sweet, but 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I haven't seen it, but I hear the screenplay is good. Yeah. Lady Bird. I'll get to Lady Bird soon. Best Picture. I love everything about Lady Bird. It's so charming, but as much as I love it, it's not gonna win this one. If it does, yes, but it's not gonna win it. And Shape of Water, it could win this award if it does. Cool. But yeah, all these movies seem like they are very, very deserving. I'm very, very happy with the nominees that they put this category. But what I think will win and what I want to win is going to be Get Out, because it could win also Best Picture, but it's going to win this. It's gonna win this. I'd be shocked if Get Out does not win this category because it's most deserving. At least because this is a first directorial debut for Jordan Peele, and like for a first timer, this movie was astounding. Give this award to him. He deserves it. I'm gonna get to like my thoughts on Lady Bird, but I love Lady Bird. Everything about it I love, but like give this award to Get Out. Give this to Jordan Peele. If he deserves anything, he deserves this. Speaking of Jordan Peele, he's in this nomination too. Best Achievement in Directing, which is one of my favorite categories for any Oscars that I focus heavily on. Even I'd say more than Best Picture, really. First nominee for that is Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk, Guillermo del Toro, Shape of Water, Paul Thomas Anderson, Phantom Thread, Greta Gerwig for Lady Bird, and Jordan Peele for Get Out. I'm so happy with this. I have not seen Shape of Water or Phantom Thread. I want to. But I have seen Dunkirk, Lady Bird, and Get Out. Christopher Nolan, I mean, if he wins this, I'd be happy because Christopher Nolan, yeah, he's never won an Oscar at all for Best Director. And in the future, he's going to make more movies. He said he wants to make more movies. So maybe the next one, if this one isn't going to do it for him, maybe the next one will do it. So he's here to stay. But if he finally got his Oscar, perfect. But Guillermo del Toro, he's one of the ones in this category that I feel like cemented a great possibility for winning. Because, I mean, for one thing, at the Golden Globes, he did win Best Director, but and all other awards ceremonies. So he has that track record, and again, Shape of Water is very, very good. And plus, Del Toro deserves to win Best Director. He does. If not for this movie, then what movie then? Paul Thomas Anderson, I haven't seen the movie Phantom Thread, but he's one of this decade's great directors. So I'm sure if you won this category, I would not be shocked. And now Greta Gerwig, Lady Bird. Yeah, I was gonna wait for when I get the Best Picture, but Lady Bird is Baby Driver is my number one favorite movie of 2017, but Lady Bird is my second. Lady Bird is just so powerful to me, and it's Greta Gerwig's first movie, and if she wins, I'd be so happy. Her directing it was just good. It wasn't amazing, but I'm selfish. Okay, the next nominee for this category is Jordan Peele for Get Out. I think it's gonna be a toss-up between Greta Gerwig, it's between Guillermo del Toro and Jordan Peele. I think Guillermo del Toro is the one that's gonna win it. I'm gonna tie it. This is the only nomination that I'm going to tie. What I want to win is either Greta Gerwig and Jordan Peele. I know that's kind of cheating, but I don't care. I can't choose between the two because I love both movies, and both Greta Gerwig and Jordan Peele. Not to say any of these other nominees don't deserve it, but I want Greta Gerwig or Jordan Peele to win because I love both movies dearly, and I love both those two so dearly, and either one, I'd be so happy. I literally want to pull my hair out just stress from this. Yeah, if either one, I'd be so happy because I love both people, and Greta Gerwig's queen, but Peele, but Gerwig queen, but Peele. But who I think will win, it could be either of those, but who I think has a more higher chance is probably definitely Guillermo del Toro. But I still want either Greta or Jordan to win. So yeah, who I think will win is gonna be Guillermo del Toro. Who I want to win is both Greta Gerwig or Jordan Peele. Okay. And now for the biggies, even biggies. So now the next category, Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role. Allison Janney in I, Tonya, Leslie Manville, Phantom Thread, Octavia Spencer for The Shape of Water, Laurie Metcalf for Lady Bird, and Mary J. Blige for Mudbound. I'm hearing one of the best things about I, Tonya, besides how good the movie is Allison Janney's performance. And people are saying that she's gonna win this category. Okay. Next category, Leslie Manville for Femme Thread. I've heard people say how good the movie is and how Paul Thomas Anderson is in the movie. I haven't heard a lot about Leslie Manville, so I'm not sure. Yeah, unsure. Octavia Spencer, I've heard she's pretty good in this film as well. She gives a great performance. We'll see. If she wins, great. I mean, it's another track record for her to win another Oscar. Laurie Metcalf, she is so good in this movie. She is so good. I've never seen an performer perform as a parent in the way that Laurie performs in this movie. It's so good. I love it. I love it. Mary J. Blige, I haven't seen my Bound. It's on Netflix, so I need to watch it. But I'm sure she's really good. I pay my respects to you. I'm sure you were phenomenal. But yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people say that Allison Janney is gonna win it, so that's who I think is gonna win it. Yeah, who I want to win is Laurie Metcalf. I haven't seen I, Tonya, so it's not fair. I'm sorry, but I want Laurie to win. She's too good. She's too good. She deserves it. In my mind, she deserves it. I want Laurie Metcalf to win it. Yeah, so who I want to win is Laurie Metcalf, and I'm mispronouncing your name. I'm sorry. But Allison Janney is who I think will win. Next category. Best performance by an actor in a supporting role. First nominee, Christopher Plummer in All the Money in the World. Sam Rockwell for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Woody Harrelson for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. And Richard Jenkins for Shape of Water. And William Dafoe for Florida Project's only nomination, The Florida Project. I've not seen any of these movies, but I'll go for what I've heard. I hear like Christopher Plummer, he had the challenge of having to quickly I could be explaining this wrong, could get this fact wrong, that he had to form a character that had to be filmed through reshoots because of scenario of, I'm sure what all of you know about Kevin Spacey. How he was booted off, forced to be off the film for rightful reasons, and replaced with Christopher Plummer. So Christopher Plummer with, I think just a few months before the movie would premiere, they had to reshoot scenes instead with Christopher Plummer, and very quickly, Christopher Plummer managed to still give a great performance that I'm hearing is very, very outstanding in the movie. And he managed to do that with just short amount of time doing that. And that's very hard to do, under that pressure. But seems like he made it do it. Yeah. Sam Rockwell, I hear, is really, really good in the movie. And people are saying that he's going to snap this award. So, yeah, for the sake of time, Woody Harrelson, I'm sure is good. Richard Jenkins, I hear, is in competition too with it too. Willem Dafoe, I mean, being the only award for a movie that didn't get any other nomination, he has a chance too. But so many people are saying that like Sam Rockwell is amazing and he's gonna get this spot. So that's who I think is gonna win from the way people are saying. And who I think is who I want to win because I love Sam Rockwell. He's just one of my favorite underrated actors. He's so underrated. I do hope this is first Oscar that he finally does win. Next category. I do like this spot. I'm really, really happy with it. I love all these women. And they're amazing. Best performance by an actress in a leading role. Frances McDormand, my queen, for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Meryl Streep, The Post. Saoirse Ronan, Lady Bird, Margot Robbie, I, Tonya, and Sally Hawkins, The Shape of Water. Now, out of all of these, I've only seen Lady Bird, so I'm very, very biased. First out with Frances McDormand. I love Frances McDormand. She's part of the reason why Fargo is one of my favorite movies ever, and her performance as Margie Gunderson in Fargo makes Margie one of my favorite fictional written characters of all time. But So, like, if Frances McDormand wins her second Oscar she's ever received for this film, I'd be so happy. And I'm hearing a lot of people saying that, yeah, this is her award. She deserves it, and this is her award. And if she wins it, amazing. I'll watch your film soon. I promise. I love you so much, Frances. Meryl Streep, I haven't seen the post. I'm going to see it because I told myself since Steven Spielberg is my favorite filmmaker, I'm going to watch every film he makes, no matter what. But I think out of all these women, not a lot of people talk about her performance. They say it's good. As they say, the movie's good. It's a good Oscar-y movie. But it seems like some of these women, their performances had so much more. I love you, Meryl. You are a testament to movies everywhere. But no, I'm sorry. I haven't seen your movie, but wait, not a lot of people are talking about it. So, next one, Saoirse Ronan. For Lady Bird, I want her to win. I love Frances McDormand and all these other women. They're great. I haven't seen, for the rest of I haven't seen any of their movies that they're nominated for now, but I love other movies that they're in, and I love them, but I want Saoirse Ronan to win. She is one of the biggest reasons why I love Lady Bird. She made me fall in love with Lady Bird. And her character, it's one of the most clever written characters ever, Lady Bird, because, like, I relayed so much, and the character seems so real, and the way she was written, the way she was acted is top notch. I loved her performance, and I want her to win. I really do. I know I'm early. I instead talking about the other ones, and I'm so unfair doing so, but I want Saoirse Ronan to win. Margot Robbie is also nominated for I, Tonya. A lot of people are saying that she could win too, so more power to her. Sally Hawkins for Shape of Water. I get a lot of people are saying that she could win because, like, from what I hear, plays a mute. She plays like a woman who is deaf, and she has to speak with sign language, I think, or do expressions, and that's very, very hard to do. And any performer that can pull that off, I applaud. So, yeah, if any of these women win for this category, I'd be happy. I mean, like, it's all well deserved, it seems like, even though I've seen only one film of them. But, like, if all of them deserve an award. Just for them being them. And a lot of people are saying the one that's most likely is going to win, rightfully so, is Frances McDormand. So that's who I think is going to win. But even if she doesn't, who I want to win is Lady Bird. Saoirse Ronan. I want her to win, so she's who I want to win. Saoirse Ronan. She's just too wonderful in that movie. She's phenomenal. I love her in that movie. Next performance category. Best performance by an actor in a leading role. Daniel Day-Lewis, Phantom Thread. Denzel Washington, Roman J. Israel, SESQ. Timothy Chalamet. I mispronounced your name. I'm so sorry. Good sir, I'm so sorry for calling by your name. Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out, and Gary Oldman for Dark Tower. Now this one's very, very tough. It's a very tough pitch because, like, I've only seen one movie in this category, and that's Get Out. So I'm very biased, and I'm sorry. A lot of these categories I'm biased in because I haven't seen all of them, but need to see what time. I'm over an hour. I'm so sorry, but there's a lot of nominees. I'm almost done. Don't worry, I'll shut up soon. First off, Daniel Day-Lewis, he's said this is his first role he's ever performing in, and if that's the case, I feel like people say that his performance itself in this is phenomenal. So I feel like that would be a great testament to finally give him his possible last award for it being getting his last great performance, possibly. Denzel Washington, I've heard some pretty good things about him in this movie, so if he wins, perfect, yeah. Timothy C. Sorry. People are saying that he has a great chance. He's young, he's an up-and-comer, and people say his performance in this is just outstanding and tremendous in Call Me By Your Name. So people are saying that he has a shot too. Daniel Kaluuya is who, even though I'm biased in saying that he's the only one that in the only movie that I've seen in this category, but I want Daniel Kaluuya to win for Get Out. He's just too good in this. I follow him in it, and like he's not, but it's not just because he plays a good lead and a good protagonist that I follow in the story that I want, who I want to get out in the situation he's in. He just plays so well. He's just an actor that is great at eye movement and facial expressions and like sucking you in and like feeling what he's feeling. But I think like he did that's the greatest in this movie, and I think he deserves the role. I'm sure all of these men here gave such equally great performances as well, maybe even more so, but personally, I wanted to go to Daniel Kaluuya. I really do. I really do. And I know he's going to have a great career because of Get Out and Black Panther, but I feel like this would help even more. So people say like, oh yeah, let's cast him in more things. But not only that, but I feel like he just deserves it because his performance in Get Out is just outstanding. And the last nominee is Gary Oldman for Dark Star, and people are saying this is his award. They're saying that he's gonna get this. Yeah, I think like this is the most toughest award to decipher, because like all these men, it seems like I can't say because I've only seen one of them. But they said like all these men gave great performances. So if any of them won, I don't think anyone will be angry at all. Because they all seem rightful in winning. But who I personally want to win is Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out. Who I think is going to win, Gary Oldman, Dark Tower. But if any of them won, they all have an equal shot of winning because they're all great. But that's who I think is going to win, who I want to win. Now for the last one. Okay. The last one being Best Motion Picture of the Year. Best Picture. Whoo boy. Whoo. So the nominees are Call Me By Your Name. Have not seen. Dunkirk. Have seen. Lady Bird. Really have seen. The Post. Have not seen. Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Haven't seen. Also want to see. Dark Tower. Haven't seen. I may rent. Get Out. Have seen. Phantom Thread. Not seen. I want to see it. And The Shape of Water. Really want to see. So yeah, I've only seen 3 movies in Best Picture, nominated for Best Picture: Dunkirk, Lady Bird, and Get Out. Only 3 out of 9. I'm awful. But oh, this is tough. I'll just go out for who I want to win. I'm very biased. In saying this, but for the 3 that I want, I really, really enjoyed Dunkirk. I was on the edge of my seat the entire film. It was a film that wasn't a film, it was an experience. But I think its problem is that it's a film that I wouldn't want to watch repeated viewings because I feel miserable. I feel like someone punched me repeatedly in the face, and I don't want to feel that repeated viewings. Maybe a couple of times, once in a while, but not every week. Lady Bird is a movie that I'd want to watch every week because it is that good. I love it so much. I love the character. I love the side characters. I love the simple, simplistic, non-showy, wanting you to enjoy it, look at me showing off kind of film. No, it's just a pure film that's so pure, genuine, and raw, and real. And, Get Out, though, it for me, it's between Get Out and Lady Bird on who I want to win. I'm so biased in saying Lady Bird. I want Lady Bird to win. I love Lady Bird too much. I mean, like, I feel like I'd want Get Out to win Best Original Screenplay. I feel like it deserves that. It deserves screenplay. If it wins Best Picture for Get Out, I'd be so happy. Yes, I would. But if you ask me what I want to win, I'd say Lady Bird. I loved Lady Bird too much. It was just everything about it. It had everything I wanted in a movie. Get Out showed me what I didn't know I wanted in a movie, but it contained it. I'm so hot. I want Lady Bird to win. I want her to win. But if Get Out won, I'd be so happy. Will Lady Bird win? Maybe. But it doesn't have a high chance. But, I mean... But those are the movies that I have seen. And Lady Bird's the movie that I want to win. Call Me By Your Name, I haven't heard. People are saying that they really, really want this to win. And I'd be happy. I'd be ecstatic if that movie won. I already said Lady Bird. I said The Post. Oh, I love my Steven Spielberg, but that would make so many people mad if this won. Really, it would because it's the most. People are saying it's the most Oscar baitery movie, along with Darkest Hour, on the nomination list. People are saying they should have replaced The Post with Blade Runner 2049, and I haven't seen The Post, but yeah, or at least, I mean, 2010 they had 10 nominations for movies for Best Picture, so why not put Blade Runner 2049? Anyway, or Big 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. A lot of people are saying that this could get it. And if it does, phenomenal, great. Darkest Hour I haven't seen. I don't think it will. I feel like it could be another Crash or The King's Speech for another outrage of an Oscar win. Get Out, I'd say I'd be ecstatic. It'd be so wonderful if Get Out won, and I could see it winning. I'm not sure. Phantom Thread, another win for Paul Thomas Anderson. I haven't seen it, but I hear great things about it if it won. Great. Shape of Water. This is the one I hear a lot of people are predicting is going to be the winner. It's going to be the winner. So, and yeah, I think they're saying that this one it's the Titanic. It's the, more so with this, it's the Return of the King, in this year in terms of Oscars. So yeah, who I think is going to win, The Shape of Water. Who I want to win, Lady Bird. I want Lady Bird to win. I want it so badly to win. But honestly, besides The Post, which is an Oscar-rated movie, and Darkest Hour, I feel like, other than Darkest Hour and The Post, if any of these movies won, I'd be super happy. They all... When people describe them, they seem like Oscar-bait movies. Seem like they all deserve to win. So, this year, I feel like it's equal game. It's very equal game. I feel like the Oscars did a tremendous job this year being different and being more open, besides Logan or Blade Runner 2049 or Big Sick. But nonetheless, no matter what happens, I feel like they did a pretty good job. Besides Boss Baby, what this year with the nominations. And yeah, this is not my longest video, but I had to make it long because predictions, and I love talking about movies, and when there's a whole list of movies I need to talk about, I'm gonna extend upon it. But anyway, guys, those are my predictions for tonight. Later today, I might do a live stream telling you not after the actual Oscars, but after I watch my recorded post viewing of the Oscars. I'll do a live stream explaining, maybe Instagram live stream or maybe YouTube live stream explaining my thoughts on the results of the Oscar winners. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to, not a quick video, well, a fast video on filming, but this long video in explaining my last minute predictions for the Oscars. I love doing this, and I hope I can finally now make this a tradition, talking about Oscar nominee predictions every year. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for sticking along, hearing it. I know it's long, but Thank you for sticking through. So sorry I had to make it long, but there's a lot of movies I want to talk about. Even movies that I haven't seen. I'm so sorry for that, but I will soon watch those movies. Yes. Anyway, if you like this, I don't know what to call it. This whole run through of filming, then click like down below. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more about me talking about movies, click right down there to just subscribe. And again, like I said, I'm on Stardust. Stardust app, Joe MM. Search me on Stardust, make your own Stardust app, and film your own reactions to movies that you love or dislike, and just show your reactions. It's a great app. You can also find me, though, on my Instagram account, my Twitter account, my Facebook account, and my Snapchat account, too. All those things if you want to reach out to me and talk to me in, like, chat or get to know me more. And, yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Have fun watching the Oscars. Stay strong if the movie or film that you really enjoyed and wanted to win doesn't win. Stay strong. There's always next year for that creator. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Have fun with the Oscars. Bye! Happy watching.